Okay, so welcome back to my analysis. Today we're going to analyze BDO. And one of my strategies every time there's a downturn or the market will going to go down, we will always prioritize BDO for our analysis. The reason for that is because we all knew that BDO has been doing good even before, during, and after the pandemic, as you can see in this structure. Look at this one. This one. Okay, I'm going to switch first to our top-down analysis. By the way, if you are new to this channel, our top-down analysis, we always use the monthly, weekly, and then for our entry, we're going to use that daily. Okay, so this is for a higher time frame. We're going to use right now, I think, let's see, let's check first the weekly. If we can see the whole picture of the market, so we don't need to use the monthly already. Okay, so this is the weekly, and after this one, the pandemic, this is our, we always base our price during the pandemic, and because we want to gauge the every stock, if what happened after the pandemic, what's the stock is doing, I mean the company after the pandemic. So this one, as you can see, that BDO during the pandemic went down just to this level, from this one, from this high, swing high, 137, and then it's going down to 63 pesos. 62 pesos. So after this one, it bounced back, and here it was able to break this high, and that is what we call breakaway structure. And then it's forming here another high to 164. So that's really good. That's the video is really doing good. That's why we are always very interested to trade in video. So every time it will going to pull back, then we will have to prioritize. But this one, actually, this is a little bit high. Although this is already a buy, but my advice is you don't have to be aggressive in this level because this is still too high. And if you really want to, let's say 5% of your from your capital, so this one, or 10%, or I think 5% first in this level. But this level, I think 2 to 3%. We are going to trade for this one, or maybe 2%. We have to be, we will not be aggressive in this level. Okay, so because in trading, our priority is the preservation of our capital. We need to preserve our capital. Okay, we want to grow our money. That's why we have to be careful of trading. Okay, so this one is 2%. I think 2% is good for this one. Is because it's too high, and we will be aggressive. Let's see. Actually, this one, if the institutional investors are aggressively buying in this one, definitely what's going to happen? There's a tendency that the market will going to continue higher. Going to, if it will going to break this one, if there is a new breakup structure, definitely it will going to hit to this, maybe to this level, 200, if it will going to continue to go up. And also another thing is this one, it will going to go down. So those are our probabilities. And I think the when we say probability in this level, maybe we will have to 52 against 48 in this level, that the market will going to go up. It's because this is too high. But even though this is too high, the market will still might, if the fundamental, if BD has a strong fundamental, then it will attract more investors, especially the institutional investors. It will going to go up farther. So we have to be careful of trading BDO. Although BDO is really doing good, that's why I always recommend that we have to invest in BDO, but in the right timing, in the right entry. Okay, so we're going to check first our Philippine Stock Exchange, because as a trader, as an investor, we have to check always the general sentiment of the market. Okay, so this level, I put a mark here in the line. You can see this is a very important for our index. This one, you can see here before. This was what year is this? 2013, and when it pulled back, it was able to bounce back and then pushing the market higher. This one, but during the pandemic, it went down. Our PSEI crashed. This one went to this level and was able to bounce back. And this one is now what happened to this level. We are now moving sideways. But if we have strong buying, especially the institutional investors, they're going to buy more in this level. They will be aggressive than the seller. Then definitely it will going to go up. This one. I think the probability that this one, I will say 55 and then 45. The 55 will going to go up and then 45 will going to go down. So we will not only our analysis, we will not base our analysis when the market will going to go up, but we will also analyze if it will going to go down. Then what will we do if the market will going to continue to go down? But this level, I think your investment will only, the percentage of your investment will only have to be 70% from your capital. Let's say 100,000, so 70,000 you will invest in this level. It's because we need to preserve our 30% of our capital. So we will only be aggressive again if it will going to hit this level. You can actually you can invest all of your capital if it will going to go back to this level. Let's see here. Okay, what? So this one, what level is this? 4,000. Yeah, so this is 4,000, so we have to be careful. Or I think because there's still a bottom here, and if ever, I don't think if it will going to reach this level. If we have really, if our economy will going to have our problem with our economy, and maybe our economy is not doing good, so there's a tendency, but I don't think if it will going to go back here at this time. Maybe some other time if we have just like pandemic or that one, geopolitics. Sometimes with if there's a war between third world war will happen, maybe that one it might go back to this level. If there is an event that is a very let's say it will really affect the all of the countries, so I think it will going to go down this level. So I think with this kind of noise, I think it will not so far it will going it will going to stay in this level. Look at the pandemic. This is our barometer. Look at during the pandemic, it was able to bounce back. Okay, so we'll go back to BDO. Okay, so BDO. So this is we have to be careful and we have to be aggressive in this level if it will going to go down. So before that, we will also check with the fundamentals of BDO to see if why are we buying BDO. So look at the market capitalization of BDO. That's really huge, 656 billion. And then we will also check the net income. This is 82 billion. That is really huge. If you're going to divide this one, I think the percentage for that, the net income is around 10 to 12%. Anyway, I'm just estimating. You can calculate that one. 82, you're going to divide 82 by 556, then times 100. That would be the percentage. And this one is the EPS, basic EPS. So 15, that is really high. Usually on an average, 3 to 5 pesos per stock. That would be the EPS. Okay, so BDO is really doing good. And that look at this one, the upcoming earnings. Q4 2025, the estimate is 4. So that is really good. That is positive. As long as positive, even if 1 pesos, that is really good as also, as long as it's not negative. And besides, why we are considering BDO is because it is ranked in the third biggest companies who are listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And BDO also is the number 1 bank, the largest bank in the Philippines. So that's why that is our reason why we are very interested to follow, to check what's going on with BDO, and every time it will going to go down, then we will invest. We're not going to get scared or panic every time the BDO will going to go down, especially that this one. If I may go back to our analysis, this level. If this one, if it will going to go back to this one, then we will have to be 5%. Don't get scared. We will have to invest in this one together. Okay, so we're not alone. Even the insiders of BDO, they're going to invest. They're going to buy back. This is what happened in this level. This one. They all know that there's a lot of interest in this level, a lot of demand. That's why the insiders of BDO are also buying in this one. They're going to buy back their stock, and then others also are buying, even us, the individual trader or the retail traders. We are going to buy in this level, and then we can push the market higher to this level. Okay, this is what happened. So that's why this one 2%. If you are really a bit aggressive, you can go up to 3%, but yeah, my recommendation is only 2%. Okay, so I hope that this has been helpful to you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so that you will be notified for our next video. Bye for now.